Greetings everyone, BJ Weiler back with you for some more Indie Nation with Early Access. Snowtopia. Yeah, getting back here with the Early Access release on Steam of Snowtopia here. So I just want to check something real quick here. We're going to be getting ready to go into our spring streaming season here, right? Let's see here. Just Guild Wars Adventures on Sunday will be the next stream after tonight. Okay. Right here on channel BJ Weiler. Anyway, okay. So good, so we can update some of that stuff. So we don't forget to update it. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead, load up Crater Lake here. And get back here to Crater Lake, see what we can do. Structure upgrades. It's good, but I think we should be a little more. The ski lifts could go twice as fast and twice as high. Groomers could groom twice as fast, and the restaurants could serve twice as many meals. Check out the latest technologies. It's crazy what people are inventing nowadays. The research laboratory is a unique building. You can assign volunteers research upgrades to the resort's infrastructure. So, yeah, I think we want to throw in... Yeah, see, we still have the problem queue here. That's the problem. I actually got people queuing up there. Sweet. Well, yeah, they're going to have to if they come down this way, huh? So they go up here, they have their choice, I think, right? No, they actually don't have a choice. They have to go down this way. They hit this one, they actually have their choice of either going back to this one or going this way. Actually, no, when they hit there, they have their choice too. Yeah, they can come down this one. Or hit this one. Has this one even been used yet? Yeah, see, this still hasn't been used at all. See, I might end up... It's not to be a beginner, but if it's not going to be used, I don't see much point in it. It just bothers me. It bothers me. We'll do a narrow connection into here. Soul Gloom, hello! Long time no see. How's it going? So let that build up. Let's see before I delete this other one, just to see what ends up getting used here. I could always just leave both of them too. I mean, there's really no issue with that. Okay, so we've got total 17. Do I need to... Nope. I think we're all good on employees there. Go to a pub again. But, oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, right? I just want to have to... I'm just done with them. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, hanging in there. As well as can be expected, I guess. I'm just so done with masks. And like I have no problem. I believe in wearing masks. Never like that. I'll wear a mask. I keep thinking that I want to wear a mask while I'm streaming. I keep thinking like when I'm at work or so, it's like one of these days I got to start wearing a mask while I'm streaming just to prove the point that we got to wear masks. And but I keep forgetting by the time I get to, get ready to stream stuff like that. But I'm just so done with masks now because I got to wear one all day at work, and it's not like I'm sitting at a desk at work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wear it constantly, and it's not like I'm at a desk job. I'm up and moving around. I'm in retail, so I'm moving around. I'm pushing freight, this and that. It gets tough sometimes with that freaking mask on. Plus, I got, I got sinus issues to begin with, so it doesn't help my sinus issues. But yeah, I'm just, that's one thing I look forward to the most once this is all over, is just not having to wear the damn mask again. Oh. And that's when we'll know it's definitely over. It's like, okay, now we're back to normal again. Retail too. Oh yeah, so yeah, yep. Alright, so what do we got here? Let me see. I want to see my layers here. Let's see your slope difficulty. There we go. So yeah, it's the one we're missing right now. So we got what, three intermediate, well, 4 intermediates. The first retail, oh my god, people are so rude. Welcome to retail. I've been in the customer service business. Well, I basically have always been. Because even technically, when I was doing the tech job for 4 years, it was still a customer service job because I was going out to client locations and dealing with clients and fixing their issues and that kind of stuff. So it was still essentially a customer service job. But yeah, I've been customer service ever since I started working. And yeah, it's yeah, I've always said, because like European countries and stuff like that have, there's a lot of European countries that require you to join the military for a certain period of time. Exactly. And so I've always said, here in America, we need to make it a requirement that everybody has to work retail for at least a month, and at least 2 weeks during the holidays, the Christmas holiday. And I think, and make everybody work retail, and I think that will change a lot of attitudes in society. Yeah, exactly. Then they'll understand. Yep. You get people that just flip out on you for no reason at all. I remember back when I was working at Linens and things, way back in the day. There's this lady who had come in looking for a bedspread. It wasn't a comforter. It was just your bedspread. I forget what the term the proper name for it is. But just your coverlet, just all that. And so I was trying to explain to her, well, she wasn't looking for a comforter. This is what she's looking for. So I was trying to explain to her where they are, the types we have, this and that. And she's like, well, stop talking to me like I don't know what I'm talking about, this and that. She just stormed right on. I mean, she got irate. I was trying to tell her, it's like, no, that's a comforter. That's not what you want. This is what you want. The bedspread is what you're looking for. And she got all irate that I was somehow talking down to her. And so I was like put off. I was like, wow, what did I do? Did I actually say something wrong? This and that. And there just happened to be another lady in the same area where we were at who had listened to this entire conversation. And she said, don't worry about it. It's like, it was her. She said she had no idea what she was talking about. And she said, it's like, she told me, it's like, don't worry about it. You were in the right. Even this other guest had said this lady was a complete idiot. They say that yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. But then again, then the problem comes in. It's like, when you get these irate people and you tell them one thing, then the manager goes and tells them the same thing. It's like, oh, well, I want to go call corporate. And of course, we're completely in the right. You and the manager are completely in the right. You're following whatever policy or process it is. So they go call corporate. Corporate says, okay, we'll completely go back on what the policy and everything is, just keep this customer happy. Then you and the manager look like idiots. That's the thing I can't stand, when corporate can't stand up to their own policies because they don't want to deal with them. Yeah. Yep. A lot of people don't realize how hard retail actually is. Yeah, right. Yeah, and then yeah, exactly. It makes you look bad, but that, you know, corporate don't care. But yeah, I've worked at the current place I've worked at for how long have I been there now? Since '04, I think, right? So 17 years. And yeah, the stuff I've seen, but yeah, I've seen people who've actually been, you know, regular customers. I've recognized them from being regular customers at the store, and then they'll say, "Oh, you know what? It'd be great to get the discount, this and that." So they come and apply. They don't even last 2 weeks. They don't even last the past training half the time, because they don't know how difficult it actually is to deal with people like themselves. So yeah, it takes a special person. It takes a special attitude, I guess, or a special stamina to work retail anymore. Just amazing. And the problem with retail is it trains you for nothing else. It's not like you. It's my wife and I, because my wife works retail too. I mean, we've worked retail both. Basically, all our working lives, we've worked retail, and it's like, you know, to try and go find another job is like impossible, because we'd have to take too much pay cuts, and we would actually have to educate ourselves and train ourselves and stuff, because when you work retail, you train for nothing else but retail. Had a conversation about being rude and just telling the fuck our shame I don't give a fucking get out the store, loser. I know, right? Oh my god, yes. Yes. Yeah, how many times you would just like to tell them just to go sod off, for God's sakes. See, that's where the benefit comes in when you're running a small mom and pop shop, or you own your own business. Then you can just tell them, just screw it. Because when I worked at a bowling center, that was my first real job, was working at a bowling center. Well, actually, my first real job was working at Sears, and then I had gone to college, and then they wouldn't bring me back during I had problems with Sears during the break times in between my semesters. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then I ended up working for a bowling center that my dad had bowled at and knew the owners real well. So I ended up working there for years before going back into retail. And the owner said there's just some people that just aren't worth the business. And so there were quite a few people where he just told them, that's it, goodbye, don't come back. Because the aggravation wasn't worth the money they were going to spend. So I was like, nope, not worth it. And there's some because they're super nice, which make, yeah, exactly, yeah, yep. See, what people don't understand is, like, when you work retail, you can run into 10, 20, 30 really nasty, not even nasty, but aggravating people. And if you go out shopping, you might run into one obnoxious or irritating employee. But when you're the employee, you're running into 20 or 30 of these type of people. So having those nice people, yeah, it definitely does make a difference. Especially even last year when COVID started and the lockdown started, stuff like this, we were the essential business, so we never closed. And so, but people were very appreciative. I had a lot of people thanking us for being open and thanking us for, the employees for being there that day and stuff like that. So that was nice. But so yeah, see, you're in the essential area too. But yeah, so that's nice. But yeah, it's just it's very aggravating sometimes. All right, let's see. Okay, so we got 4 volunteers just doing nothing. So let's go ahead and build our. I don't need the food kiosk. I need our research lab. We got mechanics workshop, snow groomer, ski patrol lodge. I think I got everything else. We just need our. Ooh, this thing's big. All right, where do I want to put this? can I put it here? Shoot. I can put it right here. Okay. I'll go here, which... Yeah, front line. Yeah, see, that's what, yeah. That's what I work big box retail, so I work with one of the, the big retails, which you can probably guess. 3 guesses, you'll probably hit it. So yeah, we never closed, and we're, of course the corporation is making hands over fist money during this time, especially when everything else was closed. Yeah, so we're frontline workers, absolutely. And so it's, frontline after the real frontline healthcare workers. Completed a Rubik's Cube. I'm trying to think if I don't think I've ever solved one without an actual, without the actual solution. I don't think I've actually ever been able to solve it on my own. I think I've always had to use the solution book. We ended up getting a solution book way back in the day. I've always been able to solve it off of that a few times, but I can't remember how now. Yeah, see, there's a way to do it. And like the solution book actually walks you through the process. So if you can memorize the solution book, then you actually don't need the solution book anymore, because it just steps you through the process of solving it. I'm trying to think, what else did I have? I had a Pyraminx. That was pretty cool. I had a Pyraminx. I think I almost solved that, but it was somehow... It was somehow to where it where just one little triangle on the Pyraminx wouldn't get back in the right position. I had everything else solved except for that one, and I just had to flip the colors, and I could not figure out how to get the thing moved to where I could flip the colors and have it actually 100% solved. Rubik's Cube, I've also solved by taking it apart. I've done it I've done that too, where I've just, before we got the guide, I just, okay, I'm done. I just took it apart and reassembled it. Trying to think what else we had. We had quite a few of those different games when we were kids. Missing Link, I think it was Missing Link, which was a square. Or I should say square, but a rectangle. It was like a tower like thing that had chain link. It was plastic, but it had essentially like representative chain links on it, and it had one slot that was open, so you can shift the chain links around, and it would rotate. The top and bottom would rotate like a Rubik's Cube. It'd just twist around. So that was a more simpler one to solve. What else did we have? There was a couple. My brother had one. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really, because it was like a flat. It was plastic. It was flat, and it was actually held together by, I guess I want to say fishing line, and you could twist it around into different shapes. But it had colors. It had like colors, and I think it was circular patterns on it. And I can't remember the name of it. And it was 2 sides, so obviously, so you would turn it and twist it, and it would mess it up. But then you'd have to turn it and twist it, and get it back together again. I can't remember what the name of that one was. That one was just horrendous to try to solve. We had the snake. We had the snake. I still have my snake here, as a matter of fact. So this is mine. My brother had one of these. It was, I think, a blue and a light blue. This is brown and like a chocolate and a tan. This is one of the few ones I've actually been able to solve. But yeah, I love this thing, playing around with this thing. But yep, I still have that. My God, this thing has got to be at least 40 years old now. Good God. But yeah, I'm trying to think, what else did we have? I don't know if we had any of the other versions of Rubik's Cube. I know there was the bigger version that had the smaller squares on it, but was more squares per side. I know there was the pocket version that was only four squares per color. I don't know if we had either of those. I'm trying to think what else we had. Those are the ones that pop out. The Rubik's Cube, the Pyraminx, obviously the snakes. I think that's what they were called, the snake. I forget what that was. And then whatever thing my brother had, which was crazy. I wonder if we must have gotten rid. In fact, we still have the Rubik's Cube because my daughter has it, and we still have the guide too. So we gave it to my eldest, both that and the guide. So she's got that somewhere. Trying to think. I don't think I have the Pyraminx anymore. I remember it used to come with a little case. Whatever case it came in a plastic pyramidal case, and I had that for it as well. Never threw that out. I always kept it stored right in the case. The case was clear. It was just a clear plastic pyramid on the black base. It would just sit in there, and you put the clear part over it just to keep the dust off of it. So I guess this just researches automatically. Okay. Oh, hold on. Select improvement to research. No research in progress. Select the improvement. Waiting assignment. Upgrade. So how do I select something to research? I get. Maybe that's in here somewhere. Don't know what that is. Initiate. So I got initiate a research project and obtain upgrades. Too late here in the UK, so I got to sleep as a screen check. All right, good to see you, Soul Gloom. Yes, good to see you. And good luck out there. Hopefully you guys can get. Get out of this sooner rather than later. Hopefully this Johnson & Johnson vaccine is going to be approved soon, because that's the one I'm taking. Just one shot. Yep, my cat muted me. My cat muted me. But thank you for swinging by. Good to see you. Hopefully I can see you again soon. Again. But yeah, because I talk to my sister every once in a while. She lives out in Leicester with now her husband out there. So yeah, they've had a rough time. She's definitely had a rough time of it, because obviously she hasn't been able to come back to visit in, oh my God, almost 2 years now. And they were actually planning on coming out last May, pre-wedding, to have like a sort of pre-wedding celebration. But then, of course, last year my dad passed away in April, and that just that now put the kibosh on everything. Of course, with the pandemic putting kibosh on travel and all that stuff. But 2 years. Have you been following for 2 years? Yeah, that sounds about right, I guess. Right? Yeah, because back when I was doing. EverQuest. God, I'm getting old. My mind. Oh yeah, and the Guild Wars streams too. Yeah, Guild Wars. That's right, Guild Wars. I think you came by for EverQuest streams too, if I remember right. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I still do Guild Wars. I'm actually trying. Well, I'm trying to. I've stopped having a stream schedule, just because it's just real life has been nuts right now. And I've just been getting burned out. So I'm not keeping up a schedule, but I want to try to. I'm still doing my adventure series. Like I do, try to do Guild Wars Sunday mornings, depending on what time I get up and what else is going on. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep that going Sunday mornings, and then do Guild Wars regularly, like Monday during the day. Which I don't know, you that may be times you're working, but oh my God, you're stepping on the keyboard, Tiger. What are you doing? Yeah, this is our new cat here. He was previously a feral that was hanging around the house with like 4 other ferals over the summer, and I managed to get him inside. And he's a sweetheart. So we think he was actually a lost cat or a stray, and not a true feral. So he certainly doesn't act like I would think a true feral would act. He is just a friggin' love bug. So we think he was either an outdoor cat or somebody's house cat who just managed to get out and's been on the streets for a long time, because he's still street catty, and he was actually trapped and neutered in one of those programs. Managed to get inside. Yeah, it took some coaxing. It took a while, because I'm trying to think, because I started feeding him over the summer. Started feeding the cats over the summer. And he was one of the friendly. He wouldn't let me pet him at first, but he started to trust me a little bit more than some of the other ones did. And so it probably took me till the end of the summer before I could start actually petting him, where he would let me pet him. And then it took so that was probably like the end of August, September, where I was petting him regularly, and he would start coming every day when I got home from work. And then really from like September to November, because with the winter coming on, I wasn't sure how he would, how well any of them, would react to the cold and stuff like that. So I built shelters for all them. But I really wanted, because he seemed more trusting than any of the others. So I figured, well, let me try to see if I could get him inside. And so it was just working on his trust, rewarding him when he came up to the door with treats, and then we eventually keep the door open, and he would come in and out and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it probably took about a month before he realized, coming in was a good thing. He'd be rewarded and that kind of stuff. So, like I said, just the way he acts and stuff like that, he had to be he had to be a pet. Either an outdoor cat or an indoor cat that just got out and was never able to get back home again. Yeah, I ended up building 4 shelters out of just like big plastic storage bins and some cheap insulation, and threw hay in there. And yeah, they've all used it. I mean, he'll still use it when he goes outside during the day. He still goes out. We still let him out during the day, so he'll go out there. He'll wander around a bit, then he'll go sit in the shelter for a while. So it got him through the winter. So things are warming up for us now. So that's nice. But yeah, I was kind of worried whether any of them would actually use the shelters. And I've looked in the shelters, and you could tell a cat was in there. So it was good that they actually used the shelters, and hopefully it kept them going. So we still have the other 4 that I see every, at least on a weekly basis, every couple of days. One or 2 of them will come by, so they rotate in and out. But yeah, it's nice. I live right outside of Philly. I live in Pennsylvania, a suburb of Philly, right near the Delaware River. Going upstairs, big boy? Good boy, I know. It's their dinner time, so that's what he's hounding me for. He wants dinner now. So we got a lot of, heard of that, yeah. We got a lot of snow. Basically this month. We had a snow, when did we have that first snow? I think December. London? Oh, nice. Yeah, my sister's been to London quite a few times. Let me pause this too. So they're not too far from London. I'm trying to think, because she normally takes the train there. I think what did she say? It takes 45 minutes from Leicester by train, I think she said. First time in years. Real nice. Yeah, you know what? Because she had sent us like a quick little video clip of the snow through what's that message? The WhatsApp? I think it's called WhatsApp. So we're all on that together. So she sent us a clip of that, and it looked like a postcard picture outside their back door. So that's a perfect, like a video postcard clip. But yeah, that's right. Yeah, you guys got snow out that way. Bit of a change of pace, that's for sure. Oh yeah, out here. Yeah, that's actually our backyard there from a few years ago. That house there, that's actually like a little playhouse that we got for my eldest when she was like, I'm trying to think, 4, 5, somewhere around there. So she was able to use that for a couple of years. A neat little thing. So she used that for a couple of years. But yeah, she used to use that as a fort when we really had some snow that got up to about there, like the lower part of the roof line there. And I built a wall for it. So we used to have like snowball fights out there, and she'd be in the house and out at the wall. But yeah, when she outgrew that, this is actually the turtle house now. How long ago was it? It had to be at least 5 years ago now, I think. We had a box turtle that we found in the backyard. And so we ended up keeping the box turtle. So now this is where the box turtle, we call her Shelby. This is where she stays during the spring and summer now, out in the house, which is nice. And we keep her indoor and in the terrarium during the winter months. Let me see. How old is she now? She's 16. I think she's she was born 2000. Let's do it the easy way. She was born 2005. So I was 34. I started late. I started very late with kids. I got married late and I started late with kids. So I was 34 when I had her. So she was my first, and then Abby, the younger one, was born in 2014. So she was born a month before my birthday. So I was technically 43 when I had, 2014, 44, 43 when I had Abby. So yeah, I am definitely up there now. Maintenance in progress. Where do I do that's right. I was trying to remember where I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure out where I do my research here. Services, maintenance, lifts, slopes, number of skiers, number of workers, reputation, satisfaction. 27 have no kids, but do want kids, so I need to find my partner. Exactly. How do you do this in the pandemic? It'd basically be like a long distance relationship, because you can't go see each other, really, when you think about it. Where do we do research? This gotta be, here we go. Here's research. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, still nowadays, I guess you got time, because people are getting married later and later, having kids later and later. We met actually through Linens and Things. When I was working Linens and Things, her sister actually got a job at the store where I was working for like 2 weeks. She didn't have her sister didn't have a very good work ethic, but I think she managed to last 2 or 3 weeks. And it was actually, and it turns out that one of the managers at the store knew my wife, because she actually worked at Linens and Things at the time too. She actually worked at Linens and Things before I started working at Linens and Things, and she had worked at another store that was, about 10-15 minutes from our store, where she was working at the time. But she had worked for the manager who was at the store I was working at. So between the two of them actually set it up, conspired to hook us up, and that's essentially how we met. Because what they ended up doing was they got her to come to our store. How did they do that? Oh yeah, that's right. Her sister had told her that she needed some money for something or other. So she actually got her to come over to our store so she could give her the money, and they introduced us then. And so, and they told me that she was coming. They said, hey, you know what? She told me, it's like, we want to try to set you up with her. So I knew what was going on. I don't think at the time that the first time she'd come to our store, the first time she met, that they actually knew that they were trying to set us up. But they had told me they were going to try to set us up. But yeah, that's how it happened. So we were at the store. We went on a couple of dates, and it was one of those things. It's funny, they say love at first sight. And the first time I saw her, it's like, oh my God, yes. It's like, I really want to, I didn't think marry this woman, but I said, oh yeah, I really want to hang out with her, It's like, I knew right from the start, it's like, yeah, this is somebody I want to start hanging out with and all that. So, yeah, it was. I guess you could say it was almost love at first sight for me, and then it didn't take her long either. So we really had a good connection. So that it worked. It worked out nice. So yeah, and so yeah, so we ended up getting married in 2005. In fact, we got married the weekend that Guild Wars launched. I remember that because I was thinking, it's like, because I had after we set the date and stuff like that, because we actually were originally going to get married in September, but then we found out she was pregnant. We're like, well, that's not going to work because the baby was due in July. So we're like, okay, shotgun wedding time. So we ended up moving the wedding date up to April. And then the date we had to pick was like, oh my God, that's the weekend Guild Wars launches. Like, well, I know I'm not playing Guild Wars that weekend. So yeah, so that was funny. So it's like Guild Wars anniversary and my anniversary are practically one same. I think they're 3 days different. I think Guild Wars launched on the 26th. We got married on the 29th. So yeah, and that's yeah, and then the rest is history, I guess, as they say. Are you? Yep. Yeah, because I had even built my first desktop PC specifically to play Guild Wars when it launched. Because at the time I had an old, what did I have? An old Acer laptop running Windows Millennium, if I recall. And the thing was not a gaming PC at all. It could not run. It could run Stronghold, which was a 2001 game. It could run like 2D games. It could not run 3D games. It didn't have 3D graphics in it. So yeah, I ended up saying, I got to build a. So I ended up that was the first and only computer I built, because after I was done with it, I was like, yeah, that's too much of a pain in the ass. And then it's actually cheaper nowadays just to go buy one. But yeah, that's how it worked out. So yeah, it worked out, and then what I ended up doing was proposing to her on the top of Pikes Peak. In fact, we got all our old videotapes converted onto CD now. And so we've been watching that. So I ended up we watched our trip out to Colorado a couple weeks ago, and then where I proposed to her on the top of Pikes Peak. So that was cool to see all that again, and tried to remember everything. That's the funny thing now. It's like both of us are watching these old home movies, and we're like, God, I don't remember. It's like neither one of us, like, we don't remember that. We don't remember doing that or seeing this or that. Oh yeah, Pikes Peak is I love Colorado. I got a family out in Colorado. So we as kids, we always used to Colorado and Texas. Half the family's in Colorado, the other half is in Texas, the extended family. So we always used to go out and visit them when we were kids every year. So it was nice. So when we were dating, this was back, when were we out there? 2004, I think. Yeah, 2000, because we got engaged 2004. Yeah, married 2005, yep. So I wanted to get her out there, because I was out there years before that, after I graduated college, just to go out there and see the family and just enjoy it, because I love Colorado. I would love to live out there if I could. Colorado or Arizona. I'd love to go out there and live either one of those states. But yeah, I wanted to, when we were dating, I said, wanted to, and at that time I knew I was going to propose. I had the ring and everything on this trip. So I wanted to take the trip out there, because she was never out west. She never, really never saw the Grand Canyon, never saw, the mountains or anything like that. She's always lived on the East Coast her whole life. So I wanted to take her out there just to go see the family out there, because we hadn't been out there in years. And I figured, well, at some point out there, I'm going to propose. So we went to the Grand Canyon, we went to the Painted Desert, Meteor Crater out there, Four Corners out in Arizona, all these, all the tourist areas that are out there. And then we ended up driving up through the mountain roads up into Colorado, and staying with family outside. They live at the time they lived in a small town outside of Denver. So we stayed with them out on their ranch, and for a week or so. So that was nice. And that was the first nice day. The day we went to Pikes Peak was the first day of good weather we had when we hit Colorado. It was raining pretty much the whole time. we got to Colorado. So I think that had to be like the third I think it was the third day we were there. And that was the first day where it actually wasn't raining. So we went up to Pikes Peak. I said, it's now or never, because God knows when I'm going to get another chance. And that's what we ended. So, yep. And then, yeah, like I said, yeah, the rest is history. So there we go. Yep, those are good times. Good times. But I wish I could remember more now. Because I just love just watching the home movies. Just brings back just how beautiful the area is out there. It's just, oh my God. I just would love to live out there, but unfortunately, it's just not in the cards right now. Obviously, with the pandemic too, on top of that. But yeah, so yeah, there's my story. Oh my God! But yeah, thanks for swinging by, Soul. Good to see you again. Hopefully, I can see you again soon again. What we got here? Research Resort Visitor Services. Okay, here we go. Bro, hope you have a good... Okay, thank you. Yeah, you too, sir. You too. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. Stay healthy. And hopefully within a few more months, we can friggin' finally relax, you know? Oh, whoa. So this one isn't being used at all. This one only very slightly. These two, yeah, see, no one's using the difficult one yet. So this is the one we just built. This is the other little in between one. So we'll see how they do. Maintenance, services, good. Easy tours. You see, we do have an advanced. We had 30 advanced come, but they haven't used the advanced slope yet. So this is what I need. I need the advanced. This is this is technically expert. This is advanced, intermediate, and beginner. So I need an advanced slope somewhere. And we are definitely not meeting the needs of the sport skiers. Yeah, so we unlocked a few here. So we unlocked, all right, yep, we're good there. Research. So what are we going to research here? Loaders. Heavier the carriers, the lighter the grip will clamp the cable. By far the best solution in theory, at least. Ski toes. Oh, okay. So this increases our gradient. Okay. So I need to research that to be able to do gradient. So this one. Greatly reduce wear and tear. How do I clear these out? Okay, here we go. This is how I clear them out. Lightweight pole attachment. Anti-jolt springs, energy. All maintenance buildings, 20 miles per hour speed repair training. Soup bar, small shelter. Dedicated storage area, so we can do that. All right, I think maintenance. This, I'm really going to need this. That way we can start doing better gradients here. 4-person fixed grip chairlift. All right, so let's do this to increase the speed here. So let's go ahead and do that. Increase the speed of these lifts. See if we can get back and actually doing something here. My God, it's been 45 minutes already? Oh, good God. All I've built has been the research center. That's it. Yeah, see, this is starting to pick up now too, isn't it? All right. got to do something over here. So what we want to do too is do, oh, that's right, where's the other lodge? The lodge there. Come up to this point, and we can have people coming down to the bowl here, and then we can have a lift down at the bottom of the bowl. It comes up here and back up there is kind of what we're planning. I need something else here. I need some more advanced. That needs to be groomed now. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Can I, is there a save? Let's go ahead and save game. Save that there. Yep, go ahead. Yep, that's fine. Boom. Before I build this, just to see, because I don't know how well this is going to turn out. Where do I want to put? I want to try to get it up here, I guess. Let's see how well this is going to work. Gradient is too steep. Of course it is. Ski lift is too... Oh, I won't go that long anyway. Too long. Too long, too long, too long. Really? Too steep. Are you kidding me? Oh, here we go. Too long. So that's as far as that goes. See, I would have to have another one start here to take us up to the top here. So I would almost have to have this one go here. That way I could start the other one here, I think. This one, that curiosity would have to go here. Gradient is still too steep, huh? Too short, too steep, too long, too steep. It's either too steep or too long. Does not help in the slightest. See, we're gonna have to get a. So you probably have to build it out here and go up this way, but this is a perfect way to bring a slope in around this way too. All right, let's get a slope built here. This is just going to be an intermediate. This might even end up being an easy. I can bring it in under. Bring it in under this way. This is going to end up probably end up being a beginner's. Let's try. So you got a rock right in the way there. See, now this one starts. Has a lot of advance, but then it goes. It gets too easy mode here. No, the ski lift till the transfer skis is comfortable. You call it a gondola lift. So you should point me as your official. Yeah, okay. Got a few because I'm kind of special. My own heart says we have 2 or 3 hours spare to talk about. No, I don't have 2 to 3 hours. Much as just a few blue slopes and some comfortable ski lifts. Say no to a nice hot soup as well. So take time to study them and understand. Yeah, I know. All right. That'll make for a little bit more interesting slope there, I think. A bit of rock there, but that's okay. All right, that'll work. Good, assign some volunteers here. Welcome 150, which we've already done. Select a profile. Open the skier screen, select a profile, okay. Snow-struck lovers, sport key, close. You keep only start tracking new skier, track potential extra volunteers, which is like soon you're going to need to ski the, yeah, I know, right? Consciously stress out, so take a seat and check out your skiers. You notice how they all look the same. They're good for sports. You should attract new skier profiles, increase more and more resort reputation will increase. Check out the conditions for unlocking new profiles, yada yada. Okay, well, this is what we got here. Nervous newbies, yeah. They're the most unhappiest. Get those building. Nobody has used that one yet. I wonder why. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, everybody's just collapsing over here. Good God. How's our research coming along here? Oh, we already got it. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and get that researched. And you know what I want to do? Let's go do the soap. I keep on saying soap. It's the soup bar. The soup bar. So we'll get that researched next. Where do I see how many points I have? That's the thing I don't. 30 points, 30 points. I don't see where my research points are. I open the resort window. 6 skier, welcome 500 skiers, gain 3 reputation stars, okay. Get 2 stars. We got 6 out of 12 profiles, 240 visitors, so we gotta get 500 skiers and gain another star. Okay. Well, we're halfway through. Yeah, 6 out of 12, so 6 more to unlock. Yeah, see that? How in the hell is this a green slope? Seriously. Oh, see, it's not attached. I understand how that's a green slope anyway. All right. There we go. Okay. So we got that one. Let's see. I wonder if I could come out this way, but no, that's gonna be uphill, isn't it? So it won't let me do it because that'll be uphill there. See if anybody's used these at all. Nope. Yeah, neither one of these has actually been used. So let's just go ahead and destroy that. I don't think they're going to use this one either. Which is a shame. It'd be nice for them to use something like that. I'll leave that one up for a while. See if that one actually gets any use. Let's jank up the priority on that, huh? Actually, you know what? Almost might be better off having this thing come down this way, really. That way I have room for another slope, for maybe 2 slopes coming down this way. Yeah, dang it. Do it again. This is going to turn out green anyway, might as well just... There we go. This it might actually turn out to be intermediate now, we'll see. I wonder if the color that tells you at the end here, I think that tells you what the overall slope is going to be. So that might end up being intermediate, which is actually good. So what I can do is bring another one down this way, just down this way. That could be a green. There's some curves around in here. Actually, no, let's make this smaller. That way I've got room We'll do normal. We'll have this one snake back and forth here. Yeah, see, it's intermediate. There we go. And that one will be beginner. Nice. So that'll make it a little bit more interesting the way it snakes around. There we go. So we got people lining up. Good. Excuse me. Resort 300. Sweet. So research coming. So what we're soup bar to do, and what I want to do is that. Yeah, so with this, then we got a four-person fixed grip chairlift. That'll help with the snow groomer. No, people are so mad they have to wait. That's almost built. Come on, boom. Oh, that turns out intermediate too. How about that? All right. Two intermediate slopes here. Sweet. Alright, well, that'll have to do it for now anyway. Gotta go feed cats, go feed me and the children's. We still gotta get an advanced slope out here somehow. Out of curiosity with that new research here. So we got our soup bar. We're doing snow tires. Let's see. If this, it still says gradient too steep. It's a shame because we lose this entire side of the mountain. I guess I gotta research. Maybe the gondola will work better on there. Maybe, who knows? All right, well, we got a soup bar we can build out here somewhere. You know what? Let's throw the soup bar out here real quick. Boom. Perfect. Oh, all right, here's our soup bar. So get that building. Wow, look at everybody. So what we got here? So what's this one? So this one's actually a little bit more beginner style. This one's actually the more difficult of the two. Everybody falling all over. Is he skiing on his face? Yeah, he's skiing on his face. Alright, All right, well, we got a couple more intermediate slopes. We still need some more. I think at least another 1 or 2 beginner slopes here. Still anybody? Yeah, still nobody using that one. Wait till our soup bar is built and we'll assign our volunteers. Boom, boom. There we go. Volunteers. There we go. Okay. We'll definitely want to research that next. Ooh, a tea room. Nice. Decide from there. Anyway, thanks for stopping by again, Soul Gloom. Hope you're sleeping comfortably, which I hope I will be doing later tonight as well. In the meantime, thank you everybody else for watching our double feature Indie Nation stream today. Started out with our first look at Startup Panic and continuing our adventures here in Snowtopia. Our second foray into the early access version of Snowtopia. And we'll see how it goes from here come winter season once again, because spring is almost here. The slopes will be closed soon. The ice is melting. Meantime, thank you for watching, everyone. We'll be back again right here on channel BJ Weiler. Sunday morning is the game plan, hopefully, God willing, the river don't rise, for some more adventures of the Vanguard in Guild Wars. I will try to be back tonight. I really am hoping to be back tonight on channel RMG Gaming 2 for some more Ice Road Trucking and 18 Wheels of Steel Extreme Trucker as well. Thank you, everyone. I am BJ Weiler. Until next time, I'll see you in game.